Hello everyone, myself Dr. Premlata Vikal, Assistant Professor of Botany from SRK Government PG College, Rasamand. Today we will discuss about the Taktajan system of classification. Armand Leonovic Taktajan was born in 1910 and died in 2009. He was head of the department at the Komarov Botanical Institute in Leningrad, Russia, where he presented his system of classification of angiosperms, which was published in preliminary form in 1942. Taktajan has proposed a phylogenetic system of classification of angiosperms. He gave this classification in a book, A System and Phylogeny of Flowering Plants. He considered all the evidences from all the different fields, including morphological, anatomical, embryological, cytological, palynological, paleobotanical, chemical and ultrastructural evidences for classifying angiosperms. The classification given by him was based on certain evolutionary principles. There are about 65 evolutionary principles on which his classification is based, some of which are as follows. He considered the growth habit of the plant, among which the woody habit has been considered as the primitive character, whereas herbaceous habit has been considered as the advanced character. Similarly, small woody angiosperms and sparingly branched trees, evergreen plants are also considered as the primitive character, whereas the large trees of tropical rainforest, trees with numerous slender branches and deciduous woody plants are considered as the derived one or the advanced one. In leaves, simple leaves has been considered as primitive and compound leaves as the advanced character. Similarly, reticulate venation is primitive and parallel venation is advanced character. Alternate leaves are primitive characters and opposite leaves are derived from alternate leaves. In case of stomata, misogynous type of stomata is considered as a primitive character, whereas perigynous type is considered as the advanced character. Similarly, in case of nodal structure, tri and pentalacunar type of nodal structure is primitive and unilacunar type is considered as the advanced character. Cymose has been considered as primitive type of inflorescence, where racemose is advanced. In case of floral structure, numerous floral parts are considered as the primitive character, whereas fixed number of floral parts arranged in cyclic pattern on a short axis is considered as the advanced character. Pollen grains, among pollen grains, monocolpate type of pollen grains are primitive, whereas tricolpate type is advanced. In case of Gynoecium, Apocarpus condition is primitive and Syncarpus is advanced. Anatropous ovule is considered as primitive type of ovule and other types of ovules are derived from this Anatropous ovule. Crassinucellate type of ovules is also primitive character, while Tannunucellate ovules is considered as the advanced character. Pollination, Anemophilous type of pollination is considered as advanced over Entomophilous type of pollination. Gametophyte, monosporic polygonal type of gametophyte is considered as primitive, whereas tetrasporic is considered as the advanced one. And among seeds with abundant endosperm and a minute and undifferentiated embryo is considered as primitive, whereas a reduced endosperm with large embryo and well differentiated is considered as the advanced character. On the basis of evolutionary principles, Taktajan has divided angiosperms into two classes. For angiosperms, he used the term Magnoliophyta, and for dicots and monocots, he used the term Magnoliopsida and Liliopsida. So, Magnoliophyta has been divided into two classes, that is Magnoliopsida and Liliopsida. These two classes are further subdivided into 10 subclasses, out of which 7 subclasses have been placed under Magnoliopsida and 3 are placed under Liliopsida as per 1980s classification. Class Magnoliopsida has been divided into 7 subclasses as we have discussed earlier. These 7 subclasses are as follows: Magnoliidae, Ranunculidae, Hemamellidae, Caryophyllaceae, Dialanidae, Rosidae and Asteridae. Magnolilidae is the most primitive class which has been placed in the beginning in the class Magnoliopsida. Whereas in class Liliopsida there are three subclasses, that is Alismatidae, Lilidae and Ericidae. According to 1993 version of Takhtajan's classification, class Magnoliopsida has been classified into 11 subclasses, while class Liliopsida has been divided into 6 subclasses. As per 1993 version of his classification, Magnoliophyta has been divided into 2 classes, that is Magnoliopsida and Liliopsida. While under Magnoliopsida there are 11 subclasses which are as follows: Magnolidae, Nymphidae, Nilambonidae, Ranunculidae, Caryophyllae, Hemamelidae, Dialanidae, Rosidae, Carnidae, Asteridae and Lamidae. Whereas in case of Liliopsida there are 6 subclasses which are as follows: Lilidae, Comilenidae, Ericidae, Alismatidae, Triuridae and Eridae. Now the merits of Takhtajan's classification. The classification given by Takhtajan is the most phylogenetic classification than the earlier systems of classification, and it is based on evolutionary principles. Magnolias have been considered as the most primitive group among angiosperms. Dicots have been considered as primitive, therefore it has been placed before the monocots. Angiosperms have been considered as monophyletic, that means that angiosperms have evolved from a common ancestor. Monocots have been derived from dicots. In monocots, Alismatiales has been considered as the most primitive, and the families found by Takhtajan are small and homogeneous. Merits of Takhtajan's classification. There is one objection regarding the origin of monocots. According to Stebbins, the origin of monocots from nymphales doesn't seem to be convincing. According to him, the similarity between the nymphales and monocots is due to convergent evolution. So, the ancestors of both nymphales as well as monocots are completely obscured in the geological history. Thank you.